Sarah, welcome.
Hello. Right, so we have several part A's and the minutes. The first is the easement over part of Hagley Park. We did have a deputation on this matter in our board meeting where we had a representative from the Inner City West Neighbourhood Association who was concerned that the potential for this easement was more than bund building, that there could be roads in the future through Hagley Park, and was reassured by the fact that was limited and the roads wouldn't be able to be built.
Yeah.
So that was really good. So,
Right. Okay, so shall we put that one? Moved Yanni, seconded Paul. Put that. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, carried. And then the lease of the former United Bowling Club rooms.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that the board was in favour of this, and you've heard the deputation.
Everybody's all agreed on this? Excellent. And the deputation was on this one. Okay, moved Paul, seconded Yanni. Put that. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Community Board deputation.
Yeah, so this is
This is
a reference to Francis Ryman and Rinka Brinkle earlier. It took me very, very quickly back to the days of my classics classes 27 years ago, which were much the same as that presentation. And yeah, they were really good. And I spent some time actually when I was at high school with a friend reorganising Francis Ryman's library with all her books and things like that on school holidays. So yeah, it's very cool to make that contact again. But heritage is really important, and there's a real concern that there's been a lack of strategic thought about heritage in Christchurch, especially post-quake. And the board really would like the plan urgently developed.
This is Englefield.
Yeah.
Did somebody have something that they want to move on this?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to suggest that that we refer that recommendation around the strategy to the CHED committee, but also include reference to staff report, giving a heritage update, including the situation including addressing the concern raised over Englefield Lodge.
So how do you want to word it so that people can capture it? So that we request a report to CHED about Englefield and request an update on the heritage strategy? Is that what?
Yeah, I think, and maybe just say in response to the deputation.
Yeah.
I think there are probably three things here if we can. The first is Englefield, so a report on where Englefield is at.
Okay, so let's capture that one, to request a report on Englefield.
Yep.
2.
I'd also like to see a report on what other buildings there might be that are in a similar situation to Englefield, so heritage which is at risk.
Okay.
And even if that was just as simple as a list of buildings at this stage.
Let's just get the wording, Andrew. So 1, Englefield. 2, any other properties that may be at risk.
Other heritage properties that may be at risk across the city. Yep.
That may be at risk. And 3, an update on the heritage strategy.
Yep, and noting the comment on page 87 of our agenda around constraints around staff time, but it will be good to know when that piece of work is able to be started and what the time frame for it is. So it doesn't need to be a full report on that, we just need an expansion of the point that's made in the report today.
Okay, so as long as people understand that, I think, yeah.
Englefield Lodge.
Englefield Lodge, is it called? Is it? Right, okay, cool.
Just on the update on the heritage strategy, I think it would be good to also include an update on the buildings and cultural heritage recovery program, because there isn't actually an official recovery program that we haven't had any reporting back
Okay,
on.
so just so we capture it, Yanni, an update on the heritage strategy and buildings and cultural... Heritage.
Yeah, I think it's called it's got a really odd name, like Buildings and Heritage.
And the thing that we don't know the name of.
Yeah,
On number 2, it said verbally any other heritage properties across the city, so that takes it wider than buildings. You said properties, it's being recorded as buildings up there.
Well, most of them are buildings. What are you thinking? What are you thinking that's not a building?
Well, it could go...
There's monuments and
Yeah.
Maybe we say heritage items rather than buildings.
Heritage...
Well, no need to include the councillors.
Structures. Okay, right. Okay, we good? Okay, right. Moved Yanni, seconded Andrew. Put that. Those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, carried. Thank you. Does that cover that one?
Just on that one, Vicky, we've said here buildings and cultural strategy. What Yanni referred to as a recovery program.
Sorry.
I can give you the actual.
Sorry,
name.
my bad. Yeah, that should be recovery program, and Yanni will give you the exact wording.
It's
in
called
about.
the Heritage Buildings and Places Recovery Program for Greater Christchurch.
Okay, it's apparently called the Heritage Buildings and Recovery Program, is it?
Heritage Buildings and Places
Heritage Buildings and Places.
Recovery Program for Greater Christchurch.
Places Recovery Recovery Program for Greater Christchurch. Okay, right. We've already carried that. Thanks. Okay.
And the word recovery before
You missed the
program?
word recovery.
Before places.
Now we all know what it's called. Okay, and the board minutes, put those, Paul, Yanni, and then, so that's item 12 and 13. Put those in favour please say aye, those opposed carried. Did you have anything else, Sarah?
No. No, that's
Okay,
it, thank you.
thank you very much indeed. What I'm going to do is, it's 10:45, I'm going to give you a break for a coffee till 11, and then you're not getting lunch till you're finished.
The way?
It's fine.